Hey, I'm live. It says I'm live, I'm live, I'm live. How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, happy February 24th. This is the last week of February. How the hell did that happen? I mean, like for real? March, we already here in March. We're already here going on to the third month of 2021. How's it been so far? How's your first almost 60 days of the new year? How's it been going? How's it been going? So, hello. I am Renee Cage Watson. So, if we haven't met before, my name is Renee Cage Watson, and I am a lifestyle architect. I just switched it up. I'm not a life coach. I'm not a mindset success coach. I'm a lifestyle architect because I help women. I help women find their purpose, live in their passion, construct the power within them to show up in their success while designing the balance that they deserve. Because that's what we want. We want balance. We want balance. We want balance. And tonight's chat, we're going to be talking about delegation. Delegation, because as a boss lady or boss, you got to have the skill set of delegating because you will burn yourself out if you don't. Now, please, I'm still using this new platform, so I can't tell who is on, who's looking. So raise your hand, put a comment on, just let me know who is in the live with me. I see some eyeballs. So hello again. So this week, like I said, I'm talking about delegation. I even had to do some delegation myself this week. I had to have my daughter go and help my mom for a couple of days while I was with my husband supporting him because there's been a lost his grandmother. Hello, Asia. Lost his grandmother, and it's a big loss. So was out of the city for a couple of days, and I had my daughter, 18-year-old, just brand new adult, delegate. I delegated to her, hey, you got to do this. You got to get grandma's breakfast, get her lunch, get her dinner. And she did. And she enjoyed it. And she was fine. She was a couple of other things she had to do to help her along the way. We have another support person that came by to just make sure everything was okay. But it empowered her because she's like, oh, Mom, that was fun. I really enjoyed helping grandma. And that's the power about delegation. It's not about like you do this, you do that, and like being demeaning or dismissive to someone. This is really about joining in, having someone else join in to help the bigger picture, right? The bigger picture about helping my mom, that's family, right? And so she had to step up and help out. Now, today, the thing about delegation, women, I like to say women have a unique skill in being leaders because we have the capability to really listen and to really want to join in with others and collaborate with others. We have also a great skill set of just knowing how to get into the details. We love the details, right? We sometimes the devil in the details. And so with that, you are a boss. Now, what I like to say is, the thing about delegation is it's about like sharing power, sharing information. When we share, sharing is caring, right? So when we share and allow others to help or learn, it increases their confidence. It increases their accountability. It increases their buy-in to the bigger picture. When you say, hey, I believe in you. I believe that you're capable of doing this. Even if they're not capable of doing it, but maybe it's an opportunity to learn. You have to give people opportunities to learn. We can't like hoard all of the work, and you don't grow that way. In a business, you can't do everything. It's really being an entrepreneur. You can't be a solopreneur. Being like you're doing everything, you won't grow. Your business won't grow. Your business won't scale. When you are able to identify and see the people on your team who you can give a task to, you have to identify and understand like what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and that is the step. When you have an awareness of who's in the room, right? And it's not just in your business, it's in your home as well. Like if you have some teenage kids, even the younger kids, there's ways that you can delegate, give them an opportunity to learn and help. Not just kids, partners too, spouses, partners, everybody can get it. So again, delegation is not about putting people down. Delegation is really empowering. It empowers others that, again, you are believing in them. It empowers them to try something new or try something that they may not totally be an expert in. But are we always an expert in everything? We had to learn before we became an expert. So again, it helps with building skills. But the thing about delegation is, and being a leader, it's like you have to really own your own definition about what success is. Everybody's definition of success is different. What I perceive as success may be totally different from what you think of as success. So you have to just know within yourself that this is what I feel like, what success feels like, what success looks like. Again, it's about your own journey, right? Not someone else projecting onto you what it should look like. It has to like really feel good to you. I'm looking at my notes. And oftentimes when we own what feels good to us, we can align like our businesses. We can create things that can make us money, speak to what we're passionate about, and have an impact on the world. Lots of time people think like, oh, I can't make a living in my passion. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. It's the mindset. It's the thought that, oh, I can't do it. If you say you can't do it. If you say you can, then you can. Okay. Another one is when you are being a boss and the power of delegation, you have to nurture yourself. And that's delegating, right? You're nurturing yourself. You're freeing up yourself to focus on things that are really urgent or important. You're freeing yourself to really operate in your lane of expertise. When you free yourself and nurture yourself, and I mean nurturing all parts of yourself, not to overwork yourself. Because when we start to overwork ourselves in one area, you'll see it, you'll see how you fall off in other areas. It really impacts. So tend to all of your parts of yourself. Tend to your mental health. Tend to your physical health. Tend to your financial health. Tend to your relationships. Tend to community, tend to all of those parts so you can stay in balance, right? Another one is really you have to celebrate your journey. Celebrate yourself all along the way. Celebrate the people that are on your team. Celebrate your failures, because all that is a learning lesson. All that is data, information for you, your team to take and say, hey, okay, what was working well? What didn't? What are we going to do next? Right? That's all it is. It's okay. A lot of times people don't want to take a step because they don't want to fall. What's wrong with falling? Get your ass back up. They want to fail. What's wrong with failing? It's a learning lesson. Risk adverse. If you don't take a risk, if you don't put your foot out there, you will not know the benefits of when you push through those fears. Okay. It is really about just saying, Okay, I'm scared. Do you remember when you first started to learn how to drive and you were so scared driving? Or maybe when you got on first time you got on the freeway, right? Did you was it okay? It was scary, right? But you made it, right? You got on the freeway. That's the hardest part. Merging on, maybe merging off the freeways too. But you did it. And it was hard. And at one point you didn't know how to do it. And at one point it was really scary. But there was a why. You needed to, I mean, there's a reason why people want to know how to drive. It gets you from A to B, it's a skill set. It's necessary. Well, for some people. Some people just want to do public transportation. But it was probably a fear that you may have had and you pushed through. And now look at you now. You're driving, right? You're driving up the highways and the byways. No problem. That's with anything in life. Anything, everything. It's okay. It's okay to have a fear. Sometimes we have to use that fear to propel you forward. Okay. And know that sometimes we're afraid to delegate because we're afraid that they're going to mess it up, or we're afraid that they're not going to do it the way we're going to do it. You got to let that go. You have to let it go. You have to release. Let go, let it go, let it go. Sometimes you have to believe in your capacity of being a leader or a trainer. If they don't get it, that means that's some information for you to go back and help them with. It's okay. When people mess up, you don't scold them or blah, blah, blah. You're like, okay, let's look at this together. Where was the roadblocks? What did you learn? Where did you get stopped at? It's just like communication. Communication moves the nation. So if you get into the practice of it's just talking, having a conversation with someone, having a dialogue, coming from a place of understanding, coming from a place of, we got this, we can do this, then it's okay to have the risk and letting them mess up if they do. They can always redo it again. It's an opportunity to use that information, that training or whatever to show others. It's a win-win because it's a skill set. And again, when you delegate, that's freeing you up. That's freeing you up to do the things that are really important, freeing you up to do the things that are the priority, freeing you up to be more creative, freeing you up to just be in your zone. And again, sometimes when we delegate, we may have a tendency to delegate to a person that is like our star on the team. And you want to give the star all the work. Be careful in doing that because you'll burn out your star. Be careful, and they'll get resentful, and you don't want to overwhelm your team, right? So spread it out, learn how to spread it out. And again, take that risk in letting others learn. Because what happens is when we give the star, our strongest person on the team, they burn out, they get resentful, and you're not getting your others an opportunity to grow and learn. So, that's all I got to say about this delegation thing. Delegate. I'm going to be doing a challenge in the month of March, 5-day challenge, and it's all about delegation. And so I invite you to join in on that because it's a skill set. It's a muscle. And the more you flex it, the stronger it gets, right? And that's with anything. The more you flex your muscle, it's progression over perfection, right? It's just like something you build over time. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. That's with anything. So have patience with yourself, have grace with yourself, watch your self-talk, that self-talk, Watch those inner critics, that subconscious belief that's telling you, I can't, I'm not good enough, I can't do it. But what if I fail? Well, the other people's doing it, or what do I have to show? That kill that shit. Get rid of that negative self-talk. Start telling yourself, I can, I will, I did, I am. Speak in affirmations. What it is you're going to do, what it is you are doing, what it is you can do. You have to say you can. No, I can't. If you say you can't, then you can't. If you say you can, then you can't. Your language matters. How you speak to yourself matters. So, all right, you guys, I am out of here. I got another, I have a client in a few minutes, so I need to get myself prepped and ready for her. And I will see you guys next Wednesday, 6:00, same time, same bat line. Drop a comment. Let me know how delegation, one thing that you're going to try to delegate this week. Just give me one thing you're going to try to delegate, or that you commit to delegate. Not no try. I'm not into this try thing. This is what you're going to commit to. Give me an item. Drop it down in the comments. What are you going to delegate? Meaning bringing up your team, your household, wherever it's at. But what are you going to delegate this week? I'd love to hear from you. All right. Talk to you soon. See you next week. If you're not in my Facebook group, please click the link, join in. That's where all the fun is at, where other boss ladies are creating limitless possibilities in their lives. And also, if you want to connect with me, I have a link. If you want to get on a call, if you want to work with a lifestyle architect, please get on a call with me. There's my scheduling is available. So you can see, if you see a spot, grab it quick, because I don't have many. And again, stay tuned, because we will have this 5-day challenge coming up in March. See you next week. Be good to yourself. All right. Bye.